Hey, what's going on, guys? Everyday Gunplay here, back with another review, and today we're doing a build that is near and dear to my heart as a mecha lover. Today we are building the mech from Gasaraki. Yay! This is the Raiden Tactical Armor Type 17, and if you don't know what Gossaraki is, I'll explain that to you guys in a little bit. But first, right now, very quick build, very rare build. This is a red Bandai label, which means they don't make this no more. And it cost me a lot of money to get this thing to America, and actually I'm really happy about it. So let's get into the build. There's about 5 runners with this kit. We have a black and white illustration with actual markings from the illustrators. We also have a quick build guide that tells you about Yoshiro, and which is the main antagonist, or excuse me, protagonist of the show. We also have, it's more pamphlet style, real quick build. It's gonna take you about maybe 45 minutes to an hour to build this guy. You can do some quick painting, some panel lining, all that good stuff. But right now we're gonna sit here, we're gonna paint Yoshiro. And excuse me, this isn't Yoshiro. Jesus, my bad. Sorry, this isn't Yoshiro. I apologize, guys. But we are going to paint this pilot. He is a main character. I don't remember his name right now. It's in my brain. I'm going off of this right now. But anyways, what Gossaraki is a serious military-focused mecha anime that mixes real-world geopolitics, ancient Japanese mysticism. So no space magic, but we have real-world magic, and with experimental military technology with a lot of psychologicalness. Think Macross, think a little bit of Blue Gender, if you guys know what I'm talking about. These mechs, again, they're called TAs, Tactical Armors. They're a lot smaller than Gundams, about 4.4 meters, which translate to about 14 feet tall. So really not that big, about 3-4 story building. But let's get into the build. This was actually a really nice build, and it really was really relaxing to build this guy. I haven't built a high grade in a long time, and it was fun. I kind of miss building them. I don't really build high grades anymore because, again, if you guys know the channel, you guys been here for a while, then you know that I have big hands, so it's really hard for me to handle small parts a lot of the time, so I really don't build small kits anymore. But I've been wanting to build this kit for a while now. I got it in the mail probably 3-4 months ago. It's just been sitting in my backlog. I have another one as well from Gossaraki, but I'm not gonna build that one right now. Oh, also shout out to the 12% of you guys that are subscribed, and to the 89% or 88% of you guys who aren't subscribed. If you aren't subscribed, hit the subscribe button now. We're pushing towards 1,000 subs at the moment, and I hope to get there by May, let's say May 3rd. But anyways, so back to Gossaraki. Essentially, you have the military in Japan. They are using ancient magic, essentially, to enhance their soldiers, and that is tied directly to the Gossaraki, the TA's suits. So it's a lot of monitoring their mental state, and it's kind of a serious mecha anime. It's really not, for, in my opinion, for kids. A lot of kids did watch it, I guess, back in the day. I watched it. Some of my friends growing up, my uncles watched it, but it's really not child friendly because it's some serious heavy stuff, especially on the mental health issues of this stuff. And this is dealing with soldiers in combat, real-time stress, real-time pushing themselves to the limit, some soldiers going berserk, and very much what these suits are doing to them mentally and emotionally. And you follow basically the story of Yoshiro Gawa. He's a test pilot, so he's already an adult, and his industrial family is developing tactical armors. So they used him, and they used this woman to do the mysticism and all that magic stuff. And It's basically a power struggle, military experimentation, Japanese rituals, political wars. I mean, this is Gundam stripped down to modern politics, essentially. And I know that might trigger some people, and I apologize if it does, but it's an extremely grounded military mecha experience. The TAs are very slow paced. They don't move around like Gundams. They don't move around like gyms or anything like that, or Zaku's. It's very, if we built some mobile suits, this is probably how we would build them, honestly. And I like the tone. I like the slow down pace. I like the geopolitics of the show. I really like the aspect of the mental health issues that go into what are soldiers going through, what type of mental strain do soldiers go through if you put them into high stress situations like this. And the soldiers that volunteer to do these military experiments, it just really like resonated with me with stuff like this, and I really enjoyed just going through the story here. I really recommend you guys picking this up if you're an adult and you're into very grounded realism of mecha, essentially what would be realism of mecha. Yeah, there's some some Japanese rituals and mysticism and all that stuff, but like if you guys are really into the political and the military aspect of tactics and all that with Gundam and with Amame and all those other guys, then you guys are really going to enjoy Gossaraki, and I think it doesn't get talked about enough. So here I am to like let you guys know, like this is some good sauce, guys. It's not for everybody. I'll 100% say that. It's not for everybody. Again, very political, very lots of dialogue, but when the action gets going, it gets going. So let's get into the cons of this suit. This is definitely a product of its time. As you can see, the articulation is very terrible in the knees. Now, I'm not going to fault that from the suit. This was made during a time when there was not a lot of innovation with the mecha from back then and the gunplay from back then. So the articulation is not going to be amazing. Plus, this was a high grade from back then. High grades, from my research, were known to be very limited in mobility back in the 90s and the early 2000s, as opposed to now, when high grades are basically some high grades are on par with master grades with articulation, looks. But I believe that Bandai very much nailed the aesthetics of the TAs with this kit. And that's pretty much my only con with it. But they absolutely nailed the aesthetics of the TA with this, because this guy looks right out of the anime. And yes, the anime came out in 1998. But to me, the animation style holds up today because it was all that was hand drawn. I'm not a huge CGI guy. I don't like CGI in my anime. I think it does have its place. There's some anime that are out there that you can't even tell that they're using CGI, and that's great. But the heavy CGI focused anime that's out, it just turns me off from wanting to watch it. That's why I couldn't watch the Kiner Pioneers. Or not Pioneers, it was Kiner. I just couldn't watch that because it was just so 3D focused, and it's just not for me, man. This kit does come with some weapons. We're building those right now. One of the main weapons, we got the main arm machine gun, which is pretty cool. Then you have the wrist machine guns. Those are pretty cool. And I think that's about it as far as weapons goes. The pros of this kit: super easy to build, super relaxing, super fast build. This thing is a panel liner's wet dream. And when I say that, there's so many intricate little lines that you just want to ink. And I think I missed some, but man, when you panel line this thing, it really makes this kit come alive, guys. It is, panel line this thing. I mean, use different colors. It's a military tan. So anything dark or bright will look amazing as a panel liner. I mean, put some fluorescent colors in this thing, turn it on in the dark. Oh my god. This kit is, you can also paint it if you want. I chose not to. I did hand paint the pilot for this, which any excuse right now I can get to hand paint some stuff, I'm going to do it. But super straightforward build, fun build. It looks good. Seriously, guys, go watch Gossaraki, or at least go on YouTube and like watch like the story of it and watch some shorts, because oh my goodness, this is such a fun build. Be warned though, when you're using panel liner, don't let it sit on this plastic. This plastic's old. I did break the wrist here because I let the ink sit and dry, so it shattered the plastic. That's one thing you have to remember from plastic from back then. It's not the same plastic as now. You will break your kits with the panel liner, so be warned. Now, who is this kit for? I think this kit's honestly for everybody. This was such an easy, fast build. It comes with some stickers that I'm really not a fan of. It was actual stickers. It wasn't dry rubs or water slides, but they got the job done. Be a little bit careful with them. It's an older kit, so the stickers were really hard to get out of the package for a little bit, but I got some on there. What am I going to recommend for this kit? I'm going to recommend that you guys, if you can pick this up dirt cheap, do it. Don't be like me and go willy-nilly and just blow like $100 on this kit. I'm sure people can find it cheaper. I got a 2-pack though, so I have another kit that came with this, so I paid about $110 for it for both. But not everyone has the type of money to throw around like I do, so be cautious. Yes, I am endorsing this kit. I think it's an amazing, beautiful kit. I mean, look at it. Oh, it looks so good. I wish we could build stuff like this right now. I think we could build stuff like this. But what am I gonna rate this kit? This beautiful thing gets an easy 8.5 out of 10. And the only reason I'm not giving this like a 9 or a 10 is honestly just because it's older. It's harder to get a hold of, you know, and I'm not trying to pump this up to the point where people go out and just start blowing money on this thing just because it looks awesome, which in my opinion, this thing looks freaking amazing. So that's why I'm going to give it an 8.5. And I wish that this would have kept going and stayed popular throughout the years, because Gossaraki is such an awesome mecha anime, and it is so chill when it comes to like the realism that I just wish it stuck around more. So I hope that you guys watch this video and you guys like really like embrace it, and you guys, you know, look into it more. You know, like, I'm not saying buy these kits. I guess what I'm trying to do is bring more awareness to the show, to the novels and stuff, so you guys could like maybe find something else from back then that you may not have thought of to watch. And yeah, so with that said, if you like the content, guys, please subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think of this kit. I mean, tell me if you watch the show. Like, I like bonding with you guys over this type of stuff. This is what I live for, man. It's not just about the mecha, it's about hanging out with you guys. So have a good day, guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace.